right, I think we are live. Hey, everybody. And let me just get you to pause here, get the chat up. All right, so hey, everyone. So glad that you are here. Thank you for coming tonight. And kind of a last minute um, live, but I wanted to do a special one and do some readings afterwards if you guys would like as well. And I want to say hello to a few people. And let's see who is here. And of course, we have the lovely Jackie Jacaranda, who is always hanging around, and I appreciate. And we have the lovely Wendy. Hey, Wendy. And Kristen made it to it live at the beginning. Yes. Hey, Kristen. All right. And then let me see. Michelle is here. Hey, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. Grace is here. Hey, Grace. And Patricia Heaslip. I almost got it wrong, but I got it right. And Lightworker is here. Hi, Lightworker. Welcome to the channel. I don't know if I've seen you here before, but welcome. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Jackie. I appreciate that. Long hair, skinny eye toe. Appreciate you being here. Ellen R is here. Hey. Hello. Sharp Lisa is here. Hello. Nivra is here. Hey there. And Caitlin is here. Dancing Oracle. What a great group. Thank you guys for being here. All right. So, what I want to do, first of all, happy to see you too, Grace. What I want to do, first of all, is I'm going to go over what we're going to do, just like we normally do, the itinerary, and then I want to have a chat with you guys and give you a little bit of an update and a little personal feel into what's going on with me, and we'll do some talking and some chatting about some things, and we'll see how we can turn in negative experiences into positive experiences, but at the same time not look over those negative things because they tend to come back. But that's down the road here in a little while. No more. Welcome. I'm glad you are here. And so what we'll be doing as normal is if you're new, if you're watching on replay, hello as well. If you would like and subscribe, really appreciate you subscribers who are staying subscribed. Make sure you're staying subscribed because I've lost a couple in the last couple of days. And I know a lot of people have said they got unsubscribed and they don't know how. I think it's just a YouTube thing. So if you could check on that, and if you are new, you have to be a subscriber for 5 minutes in order to chat. So thank you for that. And then you can chat with these lovely people in here. Ginger, hey, welcome. Glad you are here. Ginger Faye. And let me see. Yeah, if you would hold your questions until I give notice at the end of the chat. And again, we'll be going in random order. If you want to show your love and support, and we'll go over this more, and then you could go to the front of the line. And no political, legal, health, or third party. And I want to stop there for a second because what I want to say is a little bit different this time. Instead of no health questions, if it is a mental health question where it involves depression or anxiety, I think that it's something good that we talk about. I really do. So if that's something that you struggle with and you want to ask a question about that, that's how I want to turn this into a positive, is going to the cards and see what we can pull out that will help us, maybe some life hacks, that will help us with those particular things. So as some of you know, I do struggle with different things, just like everybody. Just because you have a channel doesn't mean you stop struggling with things. I do struggle with depression at times, and it's gotten a lot worse since my mom passed, but sometimes it gets better, so it's just a hit or miss thing. And also anxiety. And even right now I'm struggling with anxiety. It happens, right? So I want to talk about that for a little bit, and then you sharing your journey with me too. So feel free to do that in the chat. And it gets messy, doesn't it? It can. The, this kind of type of thing can get messy. So that's okay. If it goes past a certain point, like beyond depression or anxiety, I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't be able to help with those kind of questions. But getting back to the chat that I wanted to have with you guys, I want to share my journey a little bit, and feel free to share yours as well. What do you struggle with? Mine is just being vulnerable, being um, closed off because of anxiety and because of depression that was around before my mom passed, but it did get a lot worse after. Um, a lot of my situation, that I have tried a couple of jobs since my mom passed and been unsuccessful, and I actually went back to an old job, which I'm really happy with right now. I don't want to stay there forever, so we'll be looking in the meantime. But it's one where I can just be able to know what I'm doing and not feel like I am, freezing up and not knowing what I'm doing. I already know how to do the job, so it's not like I have to remember a lot of things. Okay, so I'm just going to read some messages here. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you all. Love you all too, and that's why I wanted to share this with you. What I did is I do have a fundraiser that I put up, and it is down below. And the GoFundMe, if you don't want to use GoFundMe, there is the PayPal down below as well. And the reason I'm putting it there is because I got into a little bit of trouble with finances. It happens, doesn't it? And I want to be able to keep my channel, and it's so important for me. And so I put that down there, and even if it's just emotional encouragement, that helps so much too. So if you can't give, don't feel like that you can't listen, or you can't be a part, or you can't ask questions. You absolutely can. And just, I appreciate all the emotional support I'm seeing a lot right now. So I really appreciate that. I will let you know that the fundraiser is going towards bills that I incurred, during the time that, I was trying to do these jobs and not able to. And what would happen is I would just freeze. Like I said, I would just kind of freeze, and I'd forget everything that I learned. And it just ended up not being the jobs for me. So, like I said, I'm going back and trying to find something this time that is really going to be right for me. But I do have the one in the meantime. Okay. Just to let you know, the fundraiser will be for bills and for proper job. Sorry, I'm getting a little anxious. Proper job clothing that I need for the job right now. So I do have a couple of those needs as well. Thanks for all of you so far who have given. Like, there's so many of you, and I so appreciate you doing this. Hey, Sherry, and I appreciate you just being there for me. If you've been there emotionally, if you've been there financially for me, I so appreciate that. And this is the time of the year that we get our taxes, and I'm usually like able to catch up with all my bills, but I didn't work last year that much at all. So that's another thing I just wanted to say. And I wanted to say also that I'm not planning on giving up, and that's why I'm here tonight. That's what I want to share with you guys. And I think it's so important that we have resiliency, right, through situations like this. And so like I said, we'll get into the questions in a little bit here. And if you want to make them about mental health, as long as it's not something that I can't answer, then, about anxiety, we all have anxiety, and we have times of depression, don't we? I think, especially times of anxiety. So that's what I kind of wanted to focus on, and then turn it into the positive by going to some great oracle cards, some great tarot cards, and looking through those and see what we could come up with. All right, so let me just get up close here. I was seeing up close and personal. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I see a lot of comments. So if I missed you, I apologize. But I think I'm caught up. Let's see. Same. I struggle with being vulnerable. Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. It is. I'm working hard on that. I struggle with chronic fatigue. Yeah, I understand that too, Kristen. That's that's one thing that I have struggled with as well with finding a new job is the chronic fatigue that comes along with depression a lot of times. And I am in remission right now. That's awesome. But I have major depressive disorder too. Yeah, and so do I. And then I have the anxiety that goes with it. Thank you, Nivra, so much. And I missed one from earlier, but thank you guys so much for your contributions. I appreciate you. And if I don't say to every single person, I apologize. It's coming across the screen real fast. I don't know much about your job, but make sure to check to see if you're eligible for family medical leave. Yeah, for this job here, that would not be a possibility. But if I did get on at another job where I was working full time, I'm still part time at this job because I just can't function at it for 40 hours, but I'm doing around 35, something like that. So, yeah, something to think about. Definitely, when I look for another job, that's something that I'm going to make sure that I have. Thank you. Thank you, New Orleans. It's very sweet. Um, let's see here. People that judge have no idea what that person is going through. Yeah, it makes you look at people different ways, and they may be having a bad day or something, and you take it personally, right? And you may not know what they're going through. They might be going through the same thing that you're going through, right? Thank you, Jackie, for listening to that. The man I'm interested in also has major depressive disorder. Yeah, Caitlin, I hear you. Yeah, and this is the way to, to help other people too. We can have questions on that when we get ready here as well. What do I do to help someone who, I know suffers with it, right? You are not alone. I suffer from anxiety to the point that it manifests in physical illness. Me too. Me too. Thank you, Grace. You guys are being so vulnerable. I really appreciate it. Somehow the property taxes didn't go through last year. Okay. Same, you said. Gotcha. Let me go back here for a minute because the chat just jumped. All right, here we go. Yes, thanks for all your love and support. I really appreciate it. Grace says I'm not working right now to focus on my health and the health of my daughter. Right. And I did that for quite a while, but I tried as well. Kristen, thank you so much. I tried to, do that by getting a job that I wasn't ready for. And now I feel like I'm more ready, but I want to make sure that it's something that I want to do, that I like to do, and that I can do, because there's some jobs I just can't do right now because of that. Hey, Warrior Girl, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is too hard for you. Yeah, we're going to try to make it into a positive, definitely. But thanks for stopping by, Warrior Girl. I appreciate it. Okay. And yeah, it's easy to put pressure on ourselves, isn't it? To feel like that um, you have to be a certain way, or you have to have a certain job, or you have to, make ends meet this way or that way. And it can be a pressure cooker for sure. Yeah, thank you so much, Nivra. I appreciate it. Hey, Garnett, welcome. Glad you were here. And just scrolling. Yes, thank you, Kristen. And, all right, Sherry, we'll see you back in a little bit. Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate you so much. And I know you were there for emotional support. Definitely do know that. There's so many that are. So I appreciate that. So worried about my broker friend can keep getting too late. Yeah, that's the thing that you have to make sure you're giving to the right people and that they appreciate what you're doing, right? So I understand that. I have high function autism and epilepsy. You're not supposed to use the term Asperger's anymore. Okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry you are going through that, Caitlin, and you have that. I'm just a little bit on the autism spectrum, not too much, just enough that my words get trippy every once in a while, and some things like that, happen. But it's nothing like being on, you know, the uh, the middle of the scale or even the bottom. I'm just barely on it, I think. But so, and thanks for sharing. Yes, Caitlin, thank you. Okay, and let me see here. Yes, balance is the Four of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. I love that. Yeah, so keeping what you need, but yet be generous to those that need also, right? Love that. Thank you, Kristen. All right, so if you guys want to, let's see. What I love about you, Scott, is that you reached out. The trust is beautiful. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, it was hard, but it's really hard. But I wanted to do that. And again, if you guys want to share some more, feel free to do that. And okay, Wendy, we'll be right back. Um, that's the main thing that I just wanted to share with you guys. What I'm going through and why I set up the fundraiser, that type of thing. I don't want it to be a pity party or to be where it's too much for people, and I hope that wasn't the case for Warrior Girl, but instead, reaching out and saying, hey, I need help, and then knowing that I'm going to be there for you guys too if you need help later down the line. That's what it's all about, is give and take, and this community is so good about helping those in support, the in need. I know Allie did a GoFundMe. I know several others have done theirs, and I was like, I need to do it, even though I don't want to, because that's what we're here for, and that's what the community gets their blessings a lot of times, is being able to give, and not just financially but emotional too, right? Rebuilding health after spouse passed away last year. Yeah, I understand, Nivra. That's pretty much what happened to me with my mom. My health went down pretty bad for a little while, and it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm finding a lot of it is just in my head, and learning to, control it and not to freeze up, but instead to say, okay, I can handle this, and I'm gonna handle this. It's kind of like a fake it till you make it thing, For me, it was, at least, and I'm still doing that in several aspects, especially, going back to the other job here that I have. All right, Wendy's back. Awesome. Let's see, there's a couple more here. If you come up to the fast, I'm not sure I understand that. Let me see. Grace, we all need to remove the feeling of shame for depression and anxiety. The pandemic has impacted everyone, and then the world energy has been heavy. Yeah, absolutely. And I became like a hermit, Grace, when the pandemic hit. It was so easy just to stay in and say, oh, I'm staying in. But I was only able to go to my nephew's. He is like the star basketball player, for his school. And he's had probably 10, 12 games. I've only been able to go to two, but I got to two. So, but his social anxiety is very, very prevalent in my life. So I have to be mindful of that. But at the same time, trying to get out there and be part of things is just a good way to keep myself going, to keep pushing. Then it becomes easier, I think, as time goes along. Oh, thank you for that, Patricia. That's very sweet. Yeah. Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I saw your donation there. And when you go deep, gotcha, Garnett. Feels like home. I'm glad, Nivra. That makes me feel so good when you guys say that. Wendy says that all the time. She says her happy place, and that makes me feel so good. So, welcome back, Cherry. Welcome back, Wendy. I am a hermit because my daughter never wants to leave the house for her own reasons. Got you. Got you. I understand that. And you're probably such an encouragement to her because you can do the things for her that she might not be able to do right now, right? So let me see. Just make sure didn't miss anybody. So yeah, God's always on your side. It's spirit and source, and that's what I want to focus on. So Garnett, thank you for leading me into that. But let's go ahead and do some questions. And if you want to focus on anxiety, you want to focus on depression, someone that you know, and same anxiety that you're feeling about a certain situation, let's do the questions. And just make sure you put those in emojis for me, and also in caps. If you want to do a general, that's fine as well. So I'll take a few, and then we'll go from there. All right. No, I'm not, Caitlin. I'm not very familiar with that at all. I'm sorry. I am not. Good night, Ginger. Thank you for being here. You took care of him for several years. I did my mom too, Nibra. So I totally understand that. All right, Noah, I got your question. My happy place. Kristen, you don't have to say that at all. No, ma'am. Thank you so much for anything that you do. I don't care if it's $1. This is just that, or just to give your emotional support is more than enough. And I know I have that from you, Kristen. So you are good. You are good. Yes, it is. This. Thank you for being our loving family. Yeah, you guys are my family. Like, I'm definitely closer to most of you all than I am my own family, besides my two sisters. So, all right, all right. I'll have to look at that, Caitlin, later on, because the chat only goes so far, and yeah, it's cutting it off. But I will look at that in the replay. Okay, let's see. All right, Patricia has a question. I got you, Patricia. Thank you. Talking about the anxiety. Yeah, yeah. Do you have any advice? Yeah, we'll look at that, definitely. I'll wait to see if we can get a couple more questions here. Sip, sip, everybody. And thank you guys for making it easy. You did. You made it easy to do that. And I so appreciate that. So thank you guys. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart just for making that easy. So, and my other lives won't be like that. I just wanted to do one to give you an update and let everybody just know what exactly is going on and be a little bit vulnerable with you, and just show you what has been going on with me. Okay. Okay, so wait to see. And again, if you want to do a general reading, that's great as well. So just let me know. If not, we can just go into the questions here. Okay, Kristen, I got yours. Thank you. Hello, Iman. Welcome. Okay, Nivra, I got you. Sherry's just lurking. All right, awesome. Thanks for listening, Sherry. All right, so I got 4, so we can start. And Jackie, just help me out while I'm doing the readings if anybody decides they want a question. Let's see. Is this a question, Grace? Let me see. Curious to know what you see as the outcome. Okay. Absolutely, I got you, Grace. Thank you. Lurkers are awesome. Yes, they are. Thank you, guys. You never know who's listening. You never know who you can help by just being vulnerable and who's maybe not in chat but is listening right now or watching right now. So that's why I don't want to ever give up this platform. That's why this is so important, because I just don't want to ever give up this platform or this channel or have to take a leave or anything like that. So yeah, that's exactly why right there. All right. Myra said her question didn't make sense. Okay, I'm going to star both of them and take a look at both of them, Myra, okay? So we can do that. I starred both of them for you. So Jackie, just let me know if anybody else has a question. And you might have to retype it since we didn't get a whole lot to begin with. But we'll probably go to 10. I've got 6 so far. 5, actually. All right, anything major coming in my life in the next 3 months? All right, let's see what we got here. All right, next 3 months. So you got the 6 of Swords. So I pulled one for each month, okay, for the next 3 months. So I pulled one for each month. So this will be for March. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be moving from one place to another. Maybe not physically, but this could be internally as well. And it says the end of challenging times, right? That's always great. Things are looking up, a welcome relief, finding your way to a peaceful place. The end of depression or an illness. Yay. That's awesome. And it can be travel or relocation as well. Okay, so that's what I got for you for March. And then April is awesome as well. You got the High Priestess. So this will be more of a non-action kind of time for you for April. So maybe not taking action in things that you're not sure of. Instead, going inside and making sure that your actions are lining up with how you feel by source. You know, what source is telling you to do, what God is telling you to do, you know, all those good things. It's lining that up and making sure that everything's the way that it needs to be. This can also be about dreams and secrecy. So there's certain things that you don't have to tell everybody, right? So just keep that in mind there. It says meditate, okay, and turn inwards to discover your soul's desire. This is not the time for action. We talked about that. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. So you'll be receiving wisdom in April. And then for May, I pulled the Knight of Cups for you. So this guy here is all about, you know, bringing forth love, and he's emotional, he's passionate, right? So I see a new emotional beginning for you. And also, you know, someone who may be coming into your life who is passionate about a certain thing. It doesn't have to be love, it can be friendship, it can be, you know, something, but I think something new is coming in for you in May. Okay, so that's what I got for you there. And we'll just cap it off with a couple of cards here. Oracle cards. So, transform. So definitely want to be transforming. I got this for March. And April's the kind of the opposite, so let's see what we get. Sincere relationships with the High Priestess in April. Yeah, looking inward and making sure that your relationships are sincere. That they're the ones that are benefiting you and the other person as well, not just one-sided kind of thing. And then for May, get clear. So that Knight of Cups could definitely be coming in here to say, you know, I want to make sure that you're loving yourself as much as you love other people. Okay, so I'm just hearing that. I'm hearing to just keep going with self-love and loving yourself. And this is going to be a great time for that. It's going to be in May. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Noor. And thank you so much for being here, my friend. Okay, one moment. All right, let's eavesdrop and see what's going on here. Okay. Let's see here. Caitlin, Iman, and Michelle. Okay. I might have to, let me see if I can find any of those. Okay, I got Michelle. Caitlin and Iman. Hey, Thomas, welcome. Yeah. Right. Yep, and I do too. And I don't always remember. Jackie helps. We help each other, hopefully. Iman, may I know if I'm going to travel? Sure, I got your question, Iman. Thank you. It looks like there was one more. Oops, chat just jumped. Was it Caitlin? Go back down now. It jumped like crazy. Sorry, guys. Give me just a moment. Gotcha, Caitlin. I found Caitlin's as well. So I think I found everybody. Let me scroll back all the way down here. Okay, I got everybody. All right, perfect. Hospitalized twice in your 30s. I'm sorry to hear that, Michelle. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that things are better for you. Reading my Lady Virgo, what to do about her. Okay, Garnett, I got yours, and we'll go ahead and hey, Swampy, welcome. We will go ahead and close questions for now. Okay, so that we can get to everybody. I did get Garnett. Yes, Jackie, I got Garnett. All right. So we will put a hold on questions. But thanks again for everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. And you never know, because some of these questions, the answers that are coming, these are from the source. These are from the cards. So it could be something that really relates with you as well. So, a second here. And Patricia, you are up. I see you're here. Okay. The last 48 hours, society has been like a wave. I understand that. Not my usual calm, happy. Do you have any advice? All right, let's look at the Whispers of Healing. See what we get. We got a wave of anxiety. What can Patricia do? Being grateful. So grateful. Vibration, changing your vibration from a negative source to a positive. A lot of times, when we do this, it's we try to go and sit with that negative emotion, and sometimes we stay there. And that the key is not to stay there; it's not to avoid it, but it's to keep going. So I think that I struggle with anxiety just like you too. But I think the key is it's easier said than done, but to take that vibration and change it into something else, because you can't get rid of it. What can you change it into? You can change it into love and happiness and being strong, right? And knowing that you got this, right? So changing your vibration, being grateful for other things that you have in your life, okay? And then the last one I got here is flow. So going with the flow of life, not worrying about the outcome, but instead going with the flow, realizing that everything happens for a purpose and a reason, Patricia. Everything does. Okay, so just want to throw that out there to you, and I'm going to give you a tarot card too. You got the Magician. So what a positive card. This is one of my favorites because he has all four elements that he can work with is at his disposal. And what does the Magician do? He creates magic. So changing all those things that seem like they're impossible and moving them towards being positive, right? You have all the tools at your disposal. You have everything inside of you that you need to make anxiety and these things go away. It's just a matter of practicing them, right? And also I think meditation helps me so much. I try to meditate before I do a live, and these cards are speaking to me too. So your question helps me. And I appreciate that, Patricia, because I think I need to do it more before I go to work. So I think that before I go to work, I need to meditate and get grounded. So it says magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. All right. So if you believe it, you can do it. All right. So yeah. So just believe. Go with the flow. Change your vibration and being grateful for what you have. So that's what I got for you. I hope that resonated, Patricia. Thank you so much for your question and for all you do, your donation. I appreciate you. And I think you'll get back to your happy place very soon. I really do think that. All right, let me see here. Meditation does help, right? A couple of people buffering. We might have to. Oh, hey, Bill, welcome. Yeah, you may have to refresh. Actively transmuting today, but it's a challenge. Hey, at least you're trying, and that's all you can do. Is giving 100%. That's all you can do is doing your best. It might not feel like it's your best, but if you're doing something, that's what you should be doing to transmute that, the transformation. Yeah. So just know you're on the right path is what I'm hearing. You are on the right path. Okay. Hey, Nancy, welcome. All right. So let me see who is next here. Kristen Louise, are you still here? Cincinnati on Friday. And some friends a bit anxious about it. Okay. How will it go? Anything I should look out for? Okay. So I want to make sure Kristen. Yeah, Kristen's here. Okay. So I had 3 cards pop out for you, Kristen. And the first one is the Two of Wands. So planning. So planning is going to be important for you. And then you got the 10 of Wands. So just remember that the 10 of Wands is actually right before things get better. So you're at the end of an era that you feel like you're kind of being anxious. I think that that's going to go away because you're at the end. Remember, the 10 wraps around to the Ace of Wands, which is passion and creativity. So I think that it's going to be a really good vacation for you. And then you got the 9 of Pentacles. So how can you go wrong here? That's a spa day card, right? So that's us taking time for ourselves. So take time for yourself and enjoy that trip. Enjoy it. And just to make sure you're just giving 100% to positivity, to releasing things as well if you need to, releasing negativity and changing that, right? Because we all have negativity and is just something we need to change because there's so much to look forward to that we have if we'll just look in the right direction. So I'll read you what these say here. So the 2 of Wands, the angel over that is Zedekiel. It says taking the next steps, bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, continue to move forward. It can be any or all of those, or it might not be a couple. Okay, but expanding your plans really stuck out to me on that one. And then the 10 of Wands, let others help you. Okay, so let others be in charge of this trip that you're taking, and just sit back and relax and take some time to really focus on you. That's what I'm hearing. All right, and then the 9 of Pentacles, enjoying the fruits of your labors, hard work that has led to a luxurious life. Hey, buying yourself something special. All right, so buy yourself something special on this trip that you can remember this trip by. So I think something you're going to see it and you're going to be like, that's it. That's what I needed to do. Okay. And also in being happy and successfully employed. Okay, so that's pretty awesome too. So look for some good changes, Kristen. That's what I got for you. So I hope that helps, my dear, and thank you so much for all you do and your donation as well. Okay, and we'll take this down here. I hope that resonated with you. Let's see. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Jackie, for all your hard work there. Going to watch on your TV. Okay, love to you too, Nancy. Hey, Ocean, welcome. Already Tuesday in the UK. Yeah. All right, great. I'm so glad. Lena, we did close questions, but thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And I'll try to get you next time. I'm always putting my lives on the community tab so you know what time to be here so you can get your question in, okay? But I've got quite a few to get through here, so I appreciate your patience and we'll get to you another day, okay? So let's go to Nibra. Is Nibra still here? Mama Bear, hey Serena, welcome. Nibra is here, okay. You're welcome, Lena. Thanks for being here, my dear. All right. Is the volunteer project, and I know you did this twice, so I'll look at this first, though. This is the first one. Let's do something. I should put energy in. Okay. Or put it into opening a healing practice. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory, but let's look at the other one. You're asked to help with a project using past job skills. Also trying to start a healing practice. Don't know where to put the energy. Okay. Let's take a look. healing practice is what I'm hearing, Nivra. We'll see what the cards get. You got the Four of Pentacles. Kristen was talking about this as well, how is the equality of the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. This is the Four. Managing your resources wisely. Okay, so I would say picking one or the other for now and then going to the other after that. If you can, if that's something that you can do. Extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions. Okay, so you may be giving too much and trying to do too much at one time, Nivra. Smart business decisions. Seeing things as black or white, and we all know there's a whole gray area in there. And being charitable. So that's what you got here for this. But I want to pull you Whispers of Healing because I just feel that healing practice is something that needs to be focused on. If it's just, doing your project at work or wherever that project's going to be located, if you're just doing that and then you're writing down like things that you want to do in your healing practice, right? And getting ready for that, that can be something you can be doing at the same time and not necessarily doing the healing practice, but doing them at the same time, writing down your ideas so that when you're done with this project, you can get into the next one. It's all about, just going with the flow and control, right? You have hidden blessings coming. Hidden blessings. Your answers are within. And sensitivity. So I believe you are an empath, Nivra. I think most people in this chat are. But just because you're here. But being sensitive to your needs as well. So making sure you're taking time out for you and don't try to carry too much at one time is what I'm getting. Okay, and that can be, the Four of Pentacles can be that. It's trying to take hold of too much at one time and then they're not able to. There's an illustration on the Luna Soul with the Four of Pentacles, and he's got all these things, these pentacles that he's trying to hold, right? And the door's shut and the key's down right there in front of him, but he can't pick up the key because he won't let go of the pentacles. All right, so I'm just thinking, managing your resources wisely and just being smart about the decisions that you are making, and don't take on more than you can handle. Okay, make sure you have an arm free and that you're taking care of yourself. Self-care, big time. Okay, that's what I got for you. Thank you, Nivra. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for everything, your donation. I appreciate you. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that one off. And that one. Okay, we'll go to Grace here in just a moment. Let me eavesdrop on you guys. Garnet is an incurable romantic. There you go. One is free but would be fun. Gotcha. You're welcome, Nivra. Awesome. All right. Grace, are you still with us? Patricia's internet's going in and out. You might have to try to refresh there, Patricia. Maybe that'll help. I hope so. Looking for Grace. Yes, still here. All right. I should have known that. All right, Grace. And thank you for your donation, too. I really appreciate you. Actually, I started to feel anxiety about a big speaking event. Okay. In 2 weeks. Okay. Let's see what we'll come up with. What could be the outcome of the speaking event? I know it's hard sometimes to speak, and in front of people, it can be very daunting. So just because we have us people who have channels, just because we have a channel doesn't mean that we are great at speaking. Like sometimes it still gets the best of me. So I understand completely. Transformation. So transforming the way that you are thinking about the situation. So instead of having anxiety, I'm hearing that you should have faith in yourself, have the courage in yourself. Um, you can ask for angels to come in. The angel of this is Shamiel. Shamiel is the high heart angel of unconditional love. So just remember that if you want to. You can call on him to help you transform. And it says a significant life experience. All right, so I think that's talking about your speaking event. It requires changes to be made in the way that you're looking at things. Yeah, powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination. So breaking free of the habit of thinking that you're not going to be able to give a good speech. You're anxious over it. You're afraid you'll stumble over your words. It's okay if you do. What's important is the resiliency, is the bounce back, right? That you just forget that you missed 4 shots in a row and you're going to drain the next 8, right? The little basketball reference there. That you miss these shots and you're afraid that it's going to happen again and again. Forget it and have amnesia about those things and say, I'm going to keep going and just keep going. Breaking free, yep, releasing old belief systems. Okay, so old belief systems of thinking that you are going to get anxious and it's not going to go very well. I remember my first speech in speech class. I was so nervous, I almost passed out. And I gave it and I just read, straight from there, and everybody clapped, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I got through it. Sometimes it's just mind over matter, right? And just saying, I'm going to do whatever, it is to make sure that, I'm going to calm my nerves and being kind again to yourself. And I think it's going to go very well. I'm going to pull you a Nature's Whisper card here. Clear out the old. We were just talking about that. Clearing out the old of what you believe, right, to be true when you are speaking out in front of others. Clear that out, and don't think that just because it frightens you that that's what's going to happen. Because you could get up there and just be clear just like that, 100%. And the more you practice, the more clear you're going to be. So practicing, I think, is good for you as well. And for you, one of these. Love is all around you. Okay, know that we've got your back here in the community. You have guardian angels. You have source right there that will help you. Okay, so call on them. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this is truth. There's even love when you have to give a big speech. It's around you at all times. Okay, so just remember that. And that's what I got for you. Thank you again, Grace, for everything. And I hope that resonates with you. All right, let's eavesdrop. All right, let's see here. Iman says, I want to share my experience with anxiety. For 5 years ago, I had severe panic attacks. Been there. And I was bleeding. Oh no, and shaking alone with no one to call to drive me to the hospital. Yeah, I've been there. Not the bleeding, I would say, but definitely the panic attacks. So I totally understand, Iman, and I hope things are better for you now. Thank you, Grace. All right. 999, bro. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have eye surgery. We'll be thinking of you, okay? We're thinking of Nivra, everybody, with her eye surgery coming up tomorrow. Sending you positive vibes and light. Lots of love. All right. Let me see who is next here. Is Michelle still here? Michelle Peterson. What does it look like? Look for my future romantically and when? Looking for Michelle. Here. Okay, awesome. Oh. The future for this is pretty awesome. The future romantically for you. You got the Six of Cups. That's all about, sharing an experience with somebody else. It could be about the past as well, about maybe somebody coming back from the past that is coming back into your life here that you knew when you were younger. I don't know how much younger. It doesn't say, but we'll try to see when. It says children or childhood, revisiting old dreams or plans, embracing your inner child, the return of people or romances from your past. Okay, so we're just talking about that. Romanticizing how things used to be. Right? Right, let's get a little clarification. I have the Whispers of Love. I'm going to pull for you. Oh, my favorite card in this deck, Michelle. Act as if your partner is already here. This is a big one. Acting as if your partner is already here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so you will always consider them, right? So that's awesome. So just be thankful for the fact that they are coming into your life, because I do believe that somebody is coming in. All right, let me see what I can get here. We got a 6 for the Six of Cups. I'm going to draw a clarifier. I got another 6. 6 of Wands. This is the victory card. Awesome. So you got 2 6s. 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 12. 1 plus 2. Around 3 to 6 months. That's what I'm saying. 3 to 6 months. Because it breaks down to 3. But then you multiply it by 2 and you get 6. I'm hearing both. So 3 to 6 months, Michelle. Someone's coming in. So for entertainment purposes only. Okay, right? But I definitely see that. And let's pull you one more of the Whispers of Love. Receive with love and appreciation. Yeah, that's a big one, isn't it? Sometimes we don't know how to react when people give us things, and like a situation like this. And just act with love and receive with love, right? Gracious acceptance is a way to show love, right? So being grateful for those in your life who have done something for you, and showing them love back as well. And I think this could be somebody new coming in that you already know. So that's what I got. And I hope that resonated with you, Michelle. That seems pretty awesome. 3 to 6 months, I'm hearing. And in the meantime, act as if your partner is here, right? All right. There's one person you wouldn't mind coming to you. I hear you. I'm the same way. I hear you. Okay. Iman, I see you're still here. And may I know if I'm going to travel this year out of the country? All right. Just getting another deck here. I'm going to guess a deck just for you, Iman. This is the Angel Answers. Let's see if we can come up with an answer for you. So I'm going to travel out of the country this year. Don't stop. So keep going as if you are going to be going out of the country. So keep going. Improving health. So things are looking good there. And the situation will improve. So I'm thinking this is a definite yes. So I want to pull you a tarot card as well. I'm thinking definitely a yes. Will Mom be traveling out of the country? Okay. Give me just a moment here. Okay, so just going to be honest with you. I did say yes, and I do believe it is a yes that's going to be coming. But it may not be the right time, Amon, when you are making your decisions, because you got the Five of Swords, and it says an unwise choice. Okay, so this may be something that happens later on. Is it going to happen this year? I think so, but it might not happen at the exact time that you want it to happen. Okay, if you want it to happen in the next couple of months, I don't think it's going to happen in the next couple of months. I think it's going to be towards the end of the year or the early part of next year. Okay, there's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. Okay, so just keep that in mind too. Okay, and yeah, so it does say an unwise choice that he's flinging cards backwards, and it's just not the greatest of situations. It's just because it's not the right time. Okay, but I do believe the right time is coming for you, and that could happen in the next little bit, but probably not until the end of the year, beginning of next year. I'm going to stick firm with that. That's what I'm hearing. So that's what I got for you, Iman. And thank you so much for being here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Muscle tensions in the face. I've heard of that. Anxiety can be ugly sometimes too. Yeah, it sure can. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Jackie. Caitlin's wanting to know if she should keep her name. I love your name, but it's up to you if you want to change that. So, if you're having the thought that maybe it's something you want to change to, then that might be your gut feeling. That might be source telling you, yeah, go ahead and change it. All right, Grace. Good night. Thank you so much for being here. You're welcome, Taro, your way. Get the screen back up here, and we'll go to Caitlin. Do a little sip, sip. You're going to try it. Okay, awesome. You can always change it back. All right, Caitlin, let me look at your question here. I've never really been outside my house because my mom and grandma are always sick, causing me to feel cut off from reality. How do I find my true tribe? That's a big question. That's a great question, though. And I know that I was in a similar situation a couple years ago, Caitlin. And what I did is I went to a tarot reader, and they said, you need to find your tribe. You need to find your people. And I actually went that night and I did a little bit of meditation. I'm like, okay, finding my people. Who are my people? And I was envisioning maybe 2 to 3 people to come in, and I got a whole huge community that just appeared the next day, a tarot community that appeared the next day, Caitlin, just by doing that little meditation. I didn't think it was a big deal at all, but it was a huge deal because it brought in a huge community. And this could be the community that you're in now, right? And just getting more involved. And that could be how you find your tribe. But let me pull a card. Ooh, that one flew out. Yeah, you need to find someone who's in your tribe for sure. And you're looking for the Queen of Cups. So you have that coming in. I think someone who is loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing is coming in. Deep psychic insights. Okay, so I think this could be you as well. So you're going to know when these people are coming in if this is your tribe. You're going to just feel it. And I do think you have some psychic abilities because you have this card. Caring for others but forgetting to take care of yourself. Yeah, so don't forget to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition. A deep love of family and friends. Okay, and just like we were talking about. And follow your heart. All right, let's Caitlin find her tribe. Here are these. Ooh, you got a potential gateway, right? So it's right here, and saying, "Look, you already have. It's open to you. There's not even a door on there. It's open for you to go through the gateway and to find your tribe." Make a wish, yes. So make a wish and say, "This is what I want. This is what I want. That I want, a couple of close people, and you never know. There might be tons of them that start coming in." And one more, empowerment. Yeah, empower yourself and just know that you are a beautiful person. You've got so much to give. You have lots of love to give, and that will bring in people for you. So manifest, make that wish. Okay, make a wish that you're going to bring in the people that you want to bring in, and I promise you, you will. For entertainment purposes only, but in my experience, it works. So just a little meditation, and hey, bring me my people. Bring me my people. That's it. That's all you gotta say, and believe it, and then it'll happen. So that's what I've got for you, Caitlin. I hope that makes sense for you. I'm not sure how your mom and grandma are now, but I hope they got better. So, if they passed away, I'm sure that they're with you right now. So, and don't want you to feel alone. All right. So that's what I'm just hearing. All right, Garnett, you are up. All right, let me eavesdrop a little bit first, and then we'll get there. Hey, Flower Power, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your donation before. I really appreciate you. Oh, they're both gone. Okay, I can feel their presence, so I can definitely feel like they don't want you to feel alone, Caitlin. Okay. All right. what to do about your Lady Virgo. Is Garnet still here? Let me make sure about that first. And Flower Power, since you gave a donation a couple days ago, I'd be happy to do a reading for you if you want. Just put it in the chat for me in big capital letters, please, if you would like one. My Virgo lady. Okay, Garnet's here. Oh. Ace of Wands. So this is being passionate. Be passionate about your Virgo lady. And just show how much you appreciate the things that she does. So I'm not sure what you're saying, what to do about her, what that is. But if you show passion to that person, they're going to be a whole lot more responsive, especially if you want to make things work, right? And let's do a Whispers of Love for you. Express love through gifts. Okay, so yeah, being passionate, expressing love through your gifts to her, I think will be good. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Okay, so it doesn't have to be anything major or to put you in debt or anything like that. What it can be is just something that you're going to give that you make for them, for free, and you just make a card saying I love you or I care about you or some type of encouragement, because that might be what they need at this time. They might be down on themselves, and it is transforming over into the relationship. Be supportive, right? So be supportive of her. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Okay, so that's just what I pulled. So it's definitely telling me that she needs support, and just being there, I think is gonna make a big difference. Let's pull one more. Treasure your loved ones. If you love her, treasure her. Be passionate. Be loving of all that she is, even if it's if it's something that's toxic, no. But if it's something that you can help and build around, then I'm getting all these cards that are saying invest in this relationship more. That's what these cards are telling me. Okay, it is important to love others deeply. Right, so there you go. But don't forget, Garnet, I'll close with this. Don't forget that when it says it is important to love others deeply, you got to love yourself first. So make sure you're loving yourself, and then no one's overstepping those boundaries to keep you from doing that and making you feel negative. All right. So it's all about taking care of you and then being supportive for someone else, but be supportive of yourself. Okay. So I want to make sure I close with that, and that could be the answer right there, and could lead you down a different road. So it's your decision. But yeah, I'm definitely hearing take care of yourself, and then the rest will come more naturally for you. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Garnet. I hope that helps, my friend. And thank you for being here. Thank you for all you do too. I appreciate you. She thinks I'm a cash cow. Okay, well, yeah, that's not good. But you'll have to dig deep. Yeah. And yeah, if you're loving yourself and you're finding that it's still, that somebody's crossing your boundaries, then it may be time to have a different discussion, right? So just keep that in mind. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and let me see. You gave me a reading that day. Yeah, I was going to do another one for you, Flower Power. If you want, just let me know. Bye, Patricia. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, I know I gave you one flower power, but I want to give you another one if you would like. And we'll close with you. Did you want just the general? Maybe it's just a general. Sure, I'll wait for you, flower power. Flower power. Love your name. Sip, sip. All right. Maybe flower power is not here. Oh, no problem, Caitlin. So I'm not sure if flower power is still here. You're welcome, Barnett. Thanks so much for being here. I know it's late over there, so thank you so much. Do I ever see you traveling? Okay, flower power. Thanks for your question, and let me see what I get. Do I ever see you traveling? Oh, yes. Definitely a yes. All right, flower power. The first one you got is temperance. All right, so this is all about internal balance. So once you get things worked out kind of in your head of where you want to go and what you want to do, it's a definite yes for entertainment purposes only. And then you got the Father of Cups. This is the King of Cups. This is about having everything that you need emotionally. So I think it's going to be a good trip for you to replenish you, emotions, water, right? Replenish. So I think that it's going to replenish you, make you feel um, better about the mundane, ways of life. And hey, maybe we should all do a little bit of travel if we can. And then the Eight of Wands. So this is like super travel. I look at it as light speed. Like you're definitely gonna be traveling, I think, soon. So these are messages coming to you, and this could be you just exploding and going out to other places. And I don't mean exploding in a bad way. This is mean expanding your horizons, right? And just make sure you're finding the balance. Is what I'm hearing here. Finding the balance in the plans and what you want to do and where you want to go. And then we'll give you one more here. Hope and happiness. So this is a yes. You're definitely, if you just keep hoping for it, then it's going to happen, and it's going to be a very happy trip. It's going to be a great trip for you. All right, so just keep hoping, and just keep your eyes out for synchronicities as well, for messages, because there's messages that are going to be coming in that will help you with this trip. Okay, and I'm hearing save. I'm hearing save some money, save up for this trip if you can. Okay, so that is what I got for you. All right, and I think we are at the end. Let me see. Yeah, that's the last one there. Hi, hello, Hahi, welcome. Yeah, we've been going for quite a while, almost an hour and a half, so we're gonna have to cut it off now. But thank you for being here, and you can always go to my community tab and see where I list the times, and so that you can be here in the beginning and get your question in. Okay, thanks for understanding. You're welcome, Flower Power. Okay, thank you, all you guys. Thanks for being so understanding with me and for making this easy. And this was could have been a really rough one, but you made it easy for me. So I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for all that you do and for being the awesome community. And lots of love and light to you. And we will see you soon. Bye, everybody.